The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dears, welcome back to another interesting session of 8th grade math. Right is right even if no one is doing it. Wrong is wrong even if everyone is doing it. I will explain this with the help of a math example. You know that 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, but most of you got the answer 1. That means, is this wrong and is this right? No. Even if most of you got this answer also, this is wrong. And if no one got this minus 1 also, this is right answer. Right? Okay? So children, we are going to learn a new chapter, that is chapter number 6, Construction of Quadrilaterals. You have already learned in the previous classes, that means 7th, 6th, 5th and all, what are the different types of quadrilaterals, right? What is mean by a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a closed figure made up of 4 sides, right? Which are the different types of quadrilaterals? All 4-sided figures are quadrilaterals, right? Which are they? Rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, isosceles trapezium, etc. Right? In this chapter, we are going to construct the different types of quadrilaterals. First, let us do the specifications. First, let us classify these quadrilaterals according to their properties. Let us do that. Children, look at this figure. This is a rectangle, right? Quadrilaterals are classified according to their properties, right? So here, what are the properties of a rectangle? What about the sides? Look at this. These two are opposite sides. These two are opposite sides. So opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. And then what about this? Parallel or not? Opposite sides are parallel also. And what about the angles? All the angles are 90 degree. That means right angles, right? Then what about the diagonals? Diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other also. Bisect means, bi means 2. So bisect means make into 2 equal parts. So the diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Then next is the properties of a rectangle. You must write like this. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, means equal. All angles are right angles and diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Next we can take a square. What is the specialty of this square? The sides are equal, right? All the sides are equal. And opposite sides are parallel. These AB and CD are opposite sides, right? And AD and BC are also opposite sides. So, opposite sides are parallel. What about the angles, children? Angles are 90 degree, that means right angle. And then what about the diagonals? Diagonals are equal, and diagonals perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors of each other means 90 degree. See, 90 degree. Perpendicular means 90 degree. Okay. You have learned already this in 7th grade, right? What are perpendicular line, parallel lines, intersecting lines and all. So, perpendicular means this 90 degree. Children, what is this perpendicular bisector? Perpendicular bisector means 90 degree. See, all the angles are 90 degree. This is called perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. Bi means 2. Bisector means make into 2 equal parts. Okay. So, if you are drawing like this, this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree, like this. Okay. So, in this square, diagonals perpendicular bisector of each other. Then the summary you have to write: properties of square. Opposite sides are parallel, all sides are congruent, that means equal, all angles are right angles, diagonals bisect each other at right angles, diagonals bisect opposite angles. See, diagonals, these are diagonals, this 1 and then 2. BD and AC are diagonals. Diagonals bisect opposite angle. Which are the opposite angle? This angle A and angle C are opposite. Angle B and angle D are opposite. So, diagonal bisect opposite angles. Bisect means what? Take into 2 equal parts, right? Bi means 2. So, here angle B is 90 degree. This diagonal bisect opposite angle means this diagonal bisect this 90, that means 45. So, here this angle B, this part, only this part is 45, this also 45, like this. Here 45, here 45. Same here also. Total 90, this one part 45, another angle 45. Here also 45, here also 45. Now, let us take parallelogram. So, what about the length of the sides? See here, this is 400, AB and DC. Both are 400 units, and AD 361, BC 361. That means opposite sides are equal. Then opposite sides are parallel also. AD and BC are parallel, AB and CD are parallel. Then diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals, these are the diagonals, DB and AC. Again here bisect each other, but not perpendicular. Perpendicular means everywhere it will be 90 degree. So, here diagonals bisect each other. Then what about the angles, children? Opposite angles are equal. 124, 124, here 56, 56. So, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Understood? And then one more is there. Sum of angles on the same side is equal to 180 degree. These two are parallel lines, right? So, this, if you take this as transversal, if you add this 124 plus 56, you will get 180 degree. Like that, if these two AD and BC are parallel lines, take DC as transversal. So, if you add these two 56 and 124, you will get 180 degree. So, sum of angles on the same side is equal to 180. Here also you can take this, consider AD as transversal and DC and AB are parallel. That means 56 and 124 makes 180 degree. Here also 124 and 56 180 degree. That means sum of angles on the same side is equal to 180 degree. You must write the properties in your notebook. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent. Congruent means equal. Diagonals bisect each other but not 90 degree. That is why it is not perpendicular bisector, just simply bisect each other only. Understood? And then next is rhombus. What is the specialty of a rhombus? See, the length of the sides are equal. That means all sides are equal in a rhombus. Then opposite sides are parallel. See, BC and AD and AB and CD are parallel. So, opposite sides are parallel. Then what about the diagonals? See, diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. That means 90 degrees. See, in square also you got 90 degree, right? So, here also perpendicular bisector. That means diagonals perpendicular bisectors of each other. Then what about the angles, children? See, opposite angles are equal. That is 109, 109, 71, 71. So, opposite angles are equal. Then sum of angles on the same side. See, 71 plus 109, 180. Here also 109 plus 71, 180, 71, 109, 180, 109 plus 71, 180 degree. That means sum of angles on same side is equal to 180 degree. This you already learned in the 7th grade. Properties of rhombus you have to write. Opposite sides are parallel. All sides are congruent means equal. Opposite angles are congruent, that means equal. Diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Diagonals bisect opposite angles. Here this 71 by 2 means this part and this part is bisector, right? That means half of 71. What is half of 71? 35.5. So, this angle is, this small angle is 35.5 and this also 35.5, here 109. So, that also half of 109. What is half of 109? 54 and a half, right? Here also 54 and a half, 54 and a half. Same like this is 54 and a half, this is 54 and a half. Is this clear, children? Now, let us take trapezium. This ABCD is a trapezium. Only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. See, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. What about this side, children? These two, are they parallel? No. Children, why only one pair of opposite sides are parallel here? AB and CD are parallel, because if you extend AB or if you extend CD, you will not get a meeting point, right? They will never meet each other if you extend. Understood? But in the case of AD and BC, if you extend these both, they will meet each other. Understood? That is why AD and BC are non-parallel sides. This DC and AB are parallel, but AD and BC are non-parallel. Then what about the sum of angles, children? Sum of angles on each of non-parallel sides 180 degree. These are parallel sides, right? Non-parallel side, this AD and BC are non-parallel side. if you add 105 plus 75, 180 degree. Why? Because these two are parallel and this is the transversal. That is why here 105 plus 75 is equal to 180 degree. Likewise, 112 plus 68 also 180 degree. Is this clear, children? Here only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Here, children, this figure is isosceles trapezium. Here what are the properties of isosceles trapezium? Only one pair of opposite sides parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. Then non-parallel sides. These are non-parallel sides AD and CB. These are equal. Then diagonals, that means A to C and B to D. These are equal. And angles on each of parallel sides equal. Which are the parallel sides? These two are parallel sides, right? So, angles on each of parallel sides equal. That means this A and B and C and D are equal. That means A and B angles on each of parallel sides equal. These two are parallel sides, right? So, AB and CD are equal. Then sum of angles on each of non-parallel sides is 180. That means which are the non-parallel side? This and this are non-parallel sides, right? Sum of angles on each of non-parallel sides, if you add angle A and angle D, you will get 180. Here C plus B also you will get 180 degree. That means these two are parallel sides. AD act as transversal, that is why angle A plus angle D is equal to 180. Here CD and AB are parallel, CB act as transversal, and then angle C plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Okay, these are the classification of quadrilaterals according to their properties. Is this clear, children? Children, this is the end of our today's session. I hope you have understood the concepts clearly. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Please practice very well. This is very important chapter, construction of quadrilateral. Okay, so we'll meet you in the next class. Until then, bye.